When China locked down Wuhan, a city of 11 million people, Western commentators were quick to express concerns. After all, when the communist government locks down its city, what else could that be other than draconian, authoritarian, and a violation of human rights? Now, Italy has decided to do the same, locking down the entire country. And apparently, the two lockdowns are not the same, at least according to America's most watched cable news network.
Italy isn't authoritarian like China, and it's not backward like Iran. It is a modern, developed Western country, in many ways like our country. Italy is now suffering almost 100 casualties, people who've died every day from the virus. In a few months, if nothing stops the virus, there will be millions of cases here.
From the right to the left, a similar narrative is followed. Wuhan lockdown came at great cost to people's livelihoods and personal liberties, whereas Italy's lockdown was an effort to contain Europe's worst coronavirus outbreak, according to the New York Times. All this while the world's top epidemiologists advised social distancing, while WHO observers on the ground said Wuhan's lockdown worked, and while new cases in China have declined dramatically, with most regions outside Hubei province reporting few, if any, new cases at all. Besides double standards, there is an ongoing blame game too. Most recently from House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who on March 9th called COVID-19 the Chinese virus, and right-wing media went one step further.
An obscure virus arising from a meat market in eastern China to sicken American citizens in Oregon and New Hampshire and Illinois and Midtown Manhattan. It sounds ridiculous.
Yes, the first cases were reported in Wuhan, China. And as Chinese, we do have a lot of introspection to do. There's no denying that. But factually, many, if not most of the cases currently in the U.S. were contracted locally, with the top 4 known sources being a cluster connected to a community in New Rochelle, New York, a nursing facility in Kirkland, Washington State, personal contact in the U.S., and a Diamond Princess cruise ship. Traveling in China ranked 15 as a source of contracting the virus. Instead of blaming China, maybe one could look at what's happening in America, where its leaders constantly downplay the threat of the virus. How's that being helpful?
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. Anybody right now and yesterday, anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there. They have the test.
But even Trump's vice president said this was not true.
We don't have enough tests today to meet what we anticipate will be the demand going forward.
It's understandable that both parties, especially the incumbent, need to get the optics right in an election year. But as data shows, the initial lack of information, testing, and coordinated national response unfortunately resulted in more infections. I want to end on a happier note. After all, there are many out there who believe that in these difficult times, our common humanity matters more than our differences.
Noi siamo esseri umani. Per noi siete tutti nipoti. Italiano? Sei nipote. Sei francese? Sei nipote. Sei cinese? Sei nipote. Sei di Marte? Sei nipote. Ti saluto con un grande bacio.